Hey everybody, welcome to the show. This week we recap the Dum Dum Girls and Future Islands, also announced the winner of the War on Drugs contest from last episode. We got to sit down with Nick Diamonds of Islands at Fortune Sound Club prior to a gig last week. This is episode 56 of In It to Spin It with Islands. So the debut album by Pup came out April 8th. It's everywhere now. It's been out in Canada since October, but it's now in the States. I sat down with these guys and another band, Solids, a couple episodes back. I'm going to link that here if you haven't seen it. You should really check it out. Both great bands, especially the new Solids album. But in honor of that, we're going to celebrate by giving away the record here, so you can download it, one person. Enjoy. So the always fantastic Gord, Downie and the Sadies have finally announced their collaboration will be out April 15th on Arts and Craft Records. It is called Gord, Downie, the Sadies and the Conquering Sun. A handful of East Coast dates have been announced, but here's hoping we see some action out west. Can't wait for this. So local punk favorites Needles and Pins have announced their second album. It's called Shamebirds. It'll be out July 15th. It's 11 songs. Knowing these guys, it'll be another half hour of power, nothing but super catchy pop punk jangly riffs. These guys are headed to Europe. Now we wish them nothing but the best. Have a great time, and we'll look forward to hearing all of Shamebirds. Exciting stuff. So it's time to announce the winner of last week's contest. 2 Dylan albums, the Springsteen LP and the limited edition War on Drugs bag are coming your way. The lucky winner is... Thanks for entering, guys. This is all courtesy of In It to Spin It. Enjoy. So that's the way the evening started at the Biltmore with the Dum Dum Girls. I finally got to see them. I had been missing them each time for the past few years. Back in 2010, they played on an incredible lineup with Beach House and Vampire Weekend. I went to the first night. Beach House was especially good. I went back and saw them the second night, peeking through the fence.
Well, thanks a lot, Vancouver. Appreciate that. So, we didn't want to say it in the beginning of the show because then you might judge us, but this is the first night of this tour. We're coming off of a tremendous 3-week break. So, you know, we're kind of easing back into it. It's our first night out with Dum Dum Girls in Beach House.
Vampire Weekend played an energetic set, but I knew what to expect from them, having seen them on their first ever Vancouver date at Richards on Richards. This was a tough ticket to get at the time, really packed house, super fun. But let's get back to the Dum Dum Girls. Blouse opened and they were a great surprise, really ethereal, atmospheric stuff.
Thank you. More Blouse, by the way.
Yeah, Blouse was really good. Dum Dum Girls' stage setup was cool. They brought their own lights, just a simplistic heart there. Crowd was, like I said, energetic. Dum Dum Girls actually sounded pretty damn good too. I only stayed for the first 4 songs, however. I only stayed for the first 4 because, make no mistake, the place to be on this night was at the Rickshaw with Future Islands. The buzz surrounding this band and this performance was crazy. Had to check it out from the Letterman performance. Guy is an absolute dynamo, super magnetic, kept up the energy the entire set.
So we're going to be back in Vancouver. It's been a couple years almost, man. Well, we took last year off to gain some sanity and work on a new album that we just put out a couple weeks ago. It's been called Singles, and it's really good to be on the road.
So I met up with Nick in Chinatown. We made our way to the Fortune Sound Club, very cool green room. We talked about the new album Ski Mask, reminisced on some Commodore shows involving Hot Hot Heat, Unicorns, Metric, and Islands. I hope you enjoy the chat. Let's have a look. Hey everybody out there, we are glad to be in Fortune Sound Club, which is an In It to Spin It First with Nick Thorburn of Islands. Thanks for being here, buddy. Say hi to everybody out there.
Hello.
Yeah, we've got a pretty cool space in here.
Yeah.
Never been in here before.
Yeah, me neither.
It's looking cool. Thanks for making the time. We find you on the second last show of your current tour for Ski Mask, LP that came out at the tail end of last year, I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So now that this tour is winding down, what is the future for Islands and for yourself? I think you've got some solo dates.
Yes.
Yeah, so
in a couple weeks, which will cover a variety of stuff. It won't be
all Islands.
It will be some Islands, maybe some Unicorns, maybe some I made a solo record a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Probably some of that, some new stuff, some covers. Yeah, it's just kind of a relaxed, fun, mellow. It'll be like pretty light.
And that's all East Coast dates in
in
April?
the US. Yeah, opening for a band called The Both, which is Ted Leone and Ann's new project.
Okay, that's a cool name, The Both.
The Both, yeah.
Okay, we'll try to get a graphic up there so fans of Islands and Nick can get out there and see you guys. You play a brand of different sort of rock music. Some say quirky, but it all works. There's synth, piano, galloping western beats even at times on the new one. It all seems to fit seamlessly. It's always catchy. Talk a little bit about this unique sound that you've developed and a little bit about what can be found on Ski Mask and sort of how Ski Mask and the inspiration to make that stuff came about. A lot of questions.
Yeah, a lot of questions. Ski Mask is a result of, probably the many years that Islands has existed. It is kind of the summation of Islands up to that point. Okay. The record was made, it came out in 2013, but it was actually made a few years earlier.
Okay.
So we sat with it for a little bit, tweaked it, but basically we're waiting for the right time to put it out.
And it was your first, you were on a new label for it as well.
We were out of contract, started our label.
You were with Anti,
yes.
You're on
Monkey Music,
okay.
Which is...
Didn't know how to pronounce that.
Yeah, it's a French word.
Yeah, for monkey, oddly enough.
No, for missing.
Okay.
For some, it's a word that you would use in English to describe someone who had great aspirations or great, a hopeful potential that was squandered or lost. Okay. So, like you'd say, a failed politician would be a politician manqué.
Yeah.
Or a mank, maybe in England. But so it's kind of just a tongue-in-cheek way to say that Islands failed.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sure that is.
Self-deprecation is my flavor of choice.
Okay, well, the lead single for Ski Mask, maybe not lead, I'm not sure, but it was Waveforms is out there, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and we can take a minute to link that. Yet another graphic for fans out there if they haven't heard Waveforms yet.
Yeah.
Cool synth stuff in there can be found. Talk a little bit about some bands that you're into right now, be it in the Canadian scene or across North America or the world. Who are you listening to right
Who am
now?
I listening to? Yeah, like new stuff specifically.
It can be anything. If you're just what do you?
I've been listening to this guy's audiobook, Steve Coogan.
Okay, I've heard that name. I know nothing
Yeah, Alan
about.
Partridge.
Okay.
Love that.
Touch on any new stuff in Canada.
New stuff that's Canadian. There's this guy called Himalayan Bear. It's out of Victoria.
Okay, cool.
He used to have a band called Chet. This is his new project.
Okay. Check that out.
He's great. I think he does really good stuff, and I hope people can hear him because his record hasn't come out yet. His new record, but I've heard it and it's wonderful.
Okay. Hopefully you can get over here if he's just in Victoria.
Yeah,
Himalayan
he
Bear?
should. Yeah,
Okay.
Himalayan Bear. He had a band called Chet that was on a American label called Absolute Kosher. Other stuff. Moonface, the Sunset Rubdown guy, Spencer's new project. I think that's great. Great Canadian
I think he's
stuff.
one of the greatest songwriters going in
Yeah,
Canada right
he's
now.
really clever.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, and The Magic, who are in Islands, Evan and Jordy, they have a band called The Magic that's
Okay.
awesome.
Okay, cool. We can check those out. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a huge Spencer Krug fan. I just think it's phenomenal. The last 3 LPs when he's done Under Moonface are
Yeah.
just so different.
Yeah, the new one's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the real deal.
Yeah. Okay, and I didn't think I'd ever seen Islands before, but I looked in the vast archive, and turns out April 1st, 2006, Commodore Ballroom, Metric. I was
You were
at
there?
that show. Yeah.
You know what they say? If you don't remember, it means you were there.
You were there, yeah.
So.
And I swear that Unicorns opened for Metric a different time too.
We were first of 3 at the Commodore with Hot Hot Heat.
Okay, yes, I was at
2003,
that show,
yeah.
and
Oh.
Metric was opening. For
Yes,
that was
yeah.
November of 2003.
That's right.
I was at that.
That's
too.
right. We almost got kicked off the tour. That was our second day of the tour, and we were almost kicked off.
Okay.
We were wild kids back then, and lots of shenanigans.
Yeah, well, that's my question. Do you have any fond memories of the tour with Metric or with Hot Hot Heat?
Yeah, there were lots of fun memories. I
Any-
mean, Hot Hot Heat was a tough one. They paid us garbage.
Yeah.
That's you pay your dues. That was our dues. They paid us a pittance, and it was the winter time, and we had an RV that didn't have heat and was breaking down, and we had to sleep in it. And
boy.
there was a hole in the bottom that was blowing. The
Exhaust.
muffler had fallen off, so it was blowing exhaust into the thing, which we had to keep the windows down because we would probably die or suffocate.
Yeah.
But it was sub-zero. It was December in across Canada.
Brutal.
So it was a tough one, and
Yeah.
we slept in the RV in sleeping bags, and it was yeah. It was
So there are memories, but maybe just not too
not the
fond.
best, but
Yeah.
but looking back, we survived it, and
Yeah.
I think we were better for it.
Well, it was a great show. I'll say that for both of them. The
Thanks.
early Metric shows at the Commodore will always live on in my mind as amazing ones. Same with that Hot Hot Heat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's about it. Do you have any more singles coming out for Ski Mask? Any videos?
We
or-
did a video which you can link to. It's called Shotgun Vision. And
Okay,
it's-
nice. I like that one. I was
it's-
listening to it today.
Thanks. Yeah, it's a live performance at a place called Pappy and Harriet's in
Okay.
near Joshua Tree. So it's an old saloon.
Okay.
It's a fun little place, and we got to play there. And yeah, the video is it's a live shot. It's
Yeah,
a live
performance
shot
piece.
performance video.
Nice. For Shotgun Vision. Yeah, that was a standout. I had it written down
Oh,
up here.
thanks.
Cool. Okay. Well, Ski Mask is out now from Islands, and Nick, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for sitting down
Yeah,
for a minute to
thank you.
spin it. Thanks,
Appreciate
man. Cool.
What are you gonna do?